And hello, everyone. This is Greg here with the Con Hour again. I'm in here for the third time with Amy, and she still hasn't set up my theme music yet, so I'm upset about that. So, Amy, you got to set up my theme music so I can come on here a little bit better.
hmm
But we are here with Valerie Sweeten, and she actually is going to be on the 12 Days of Page Turners. And what day are you going to be on?
I think it's December 2nd. It's a Friday morning.
Friday morning, December 2nd.
hmm
And you have a new book out?
Yes, I actually have two new books out. Um,
Ooh.
yeah, the one last year came out just in August, so it's a year old. This one's the Donut Tree. Let me see, we got the glare. This one is a rhyming story about a girl who creates donut trees, and then her goal is to share them with everyone she meets. It's been so great sharing this. My favorite thing to do is when I'm at a market or something, I have some of the kids that visit my booth read out loud, and they're like, oh, that was fun. And so just getting them to connect with that rhyming, and we talk about rhyming, and the main thing I created this book for was because my other books were more realistic fiction. And so I thought everybody kept asking, like, do you have something for little kids, like, little kids? And so that's how that one was born. And plus, I'm a native Houstonian, so I was kind of raised on Shipley donuts, and and so it just kind of evolved one thing after another. And when my kids were little, I had written myself a note, something like donut tree, and I found it in one of my old journals, and I was like, you know what? I totally forgot about that. And then I just like, maybe this is a sign, a time to get this done. And that's what I just went ahead and did.
That's interesting because not many people can say native Houstonian,
That's
and I'm actually one of them.
oh,
But
so great to
I,
meet you, native Houstonian. Yes.
but I have been to Georgia and a few places on the East Coast, and I think I have to say I switched over to Krispy Kreme. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Hey, I'm a donut connoisseur. I have no, I will take any donut that comes my way. Yes, during one of my pregnancies, I ate a whole ton of Dunkin' Donuts. We went through the whole gamut. So, and I love Krispy Kreme too. Yes.
Actually, they built one up in 1960, just in case you didn't know.
Yes, I've been there too. No
What can
donut
I
left
say?
untouched.
So, so what would you say is your biggest inspiration for these stories?
Actually, probably my kids, because we have so many just different, I guess you would call it, working with that and just building on their experiences inspires me to create in different ways. That's how my other three books came about too, which we were talking about, new book. This one is brand new. This is actually, I just got it last week. It's called Listen in the Outback. And so this is the third in the series, where this one goes to Australia, and the other two are this one is the very first one, like way back in 2014. This was Listen in the Rainforest, and then we have Listen on a Safari. So it's just been a labor of love trying to get all these stories out, because as a mom, when we were hiking or going to the beach or any kind of thing, you want to just show the kids the little things that you hope they don't miss when you're out and about. Just and that's how, in a mom, you're like, shh, listen, and you want them to
Mhm.
hear the sounds, see the sounds, experience the whole thing when you're out and about.
So basically, letting nature sink in.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
that's actually a good inspiration to have, and to actually teach the kids that is the best part.
Mm-hmm. And
Now, did you use the same illustrator for all three books, or?
actually, no, the first two had the same illustrator, so they're really very similar. And this one, the same illustrator that did the donut tree, they were able to, I think, copy pretty close. It's really close. And then plus my characters are aging; they're getting a little older as they're going through the different adventures. The mom and dad looking pretty good for their age, but it's all good.
That's the best way to go.
Exactly. I think the hardest part about writing these particular books was because they, like I was telling you, they're kind of realistic fiction. So it was a lot of homework, diving into what exactly is the exact verbiage and animals and location. And if I'm for wherever I'm taking them, it was just diving into a lot of research, making sure that it is the real deal. It's just, because these books also have real life pictures that match the illustration and the text. So everything had to be carefully researched and matched with the story. So because I want to give the full experience, and that's actually what teachers and librarians like a lot about them when I bring them to schools.
Now I have to ask, because I know you probably have. Well, you could have been. Did you go to any of these places actually and do the?
No, I really, really wish I could, but not yet. I'm saying not yet because it's not that I won't or just I just haven't had time. Actually, you know how that goes.
Yes.
Time slips away from us so quickly.
Of course, Australia would be a fun place to go to.
Oh my gosh, it would be amazing. And that was when I was researching the book for that. I was like, I really want him to go see the Great Barrier Reef, but I really want him to go see this. And I want him to see this. And then when you pull up the Australia, you're like, wait a minute, that's way over there. And that's way over there. So then you have to rework the story to make all the pieces fall in line. And how does that happen that the family can do all these things and just making the story flow correctly?
Yeah, because I mean, on a map, Australia looks small, but it's actually big.
It's very big. Yes.
Now, without giving away anything, what can you give us any hints of what kind of specials you're going to be doing for the 12 Days of Page Turners?
I'm not quite sure yet. I'm hoping to put together something with the series, and then also maybe for donut lovers, we can maybe take a price change in that one. So I'm still thinking on that, trying to work on how to give the readers the best value for their money.
So it would be like a package special and then maybe an off the side special.
Sure. Yes. Something along those lines, hopefully. I'm still working on it. I'm hoping I'm just so excited that I got the copy from the printer as my proof last week. And I was like, okay, now I can really make this happen for the holidays for readers, because I wasn't sure. This book actually took over 2.5 years to produce because I had some difficulties with the particular company that had done the illustrations. And it's just, you move on, you find new ways to get things done. And you have to overcome and get, if you have a project in hand, then things happen and then you just go with it.
Well, I also like how you did on the book with the children growing too. So that's
yes.
So they can actually read and grow with the books.
Mm-hmm. And then in this particular one, what they're doing is they're visiting friends that they knew from like America that they knew. And then this family, I guess, maybe got relocated for work or something. And so they're going to visit the other family, and the other family is actually showing them around, to Australia, and like, hey, we got a great trip for you because we're going to go see all the greatest things there are to see in Australia.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
So now I got to think about that for my 4-year-old grandson. Oh man, I hope they're not watching.
Yeah. And actually with the donut tree, because some of my cousins and their children are reading them, and they're like, oh my gosh, Valerie, Karina makes me read Donut Tree every night. And then she's like, do I get a donut tomorrow? And, so just like things like that just make my heart sing, just that I get so inspired. Like, if you can connect with a story like that even a little like 3-year-old, like, and just, they're like, they want to hear a story, and that's the best thing ever.
Yes. Now, one thing I do want to ask, because finding time to write for you must be hard, because you do a lot with something that you call Hot in Houston.
Yeah. Hot in Houston now is my online magazine. I've been doing it for about 6 years. Just covering all the different events and restaurants and food and just so many things, theater, the arts, local news, like with the community colleges. There is never a dull moment in this city. I mean, my inbox fills up constantly with things going on. And I mean, my goal is to share as much as I can, because not only does it have its own website, but I'm also on all the social media platforms trying to make that work. I haven't moved forward to TikTok, but I've got the basics. I've got Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, but I keep trying to evolve. I'm evolving all the time.
Well, I have to say, I did do the transfer to TikTok, and
Mhm.
it is easier than a lot of the social medias, but
Mhm.
it has so much to it to learn. That's where it can get difficult because you just have so much that you can do with it.
Yes.
But
And that even, lends it to, like, hopefully I'm going to get my books on YouTube, which I that's one thing that is on my to-do list also, is just, have a recording of reading where we can show all the illustrations and people can enjoy the book on YouTube. But it's on my to-do list, I promise. I'm gonna get there. I actually, I was teaching summer camp, and because I also work with writers in the schools teaching creative writing, and one of my the assignments for the day was it's a how-to lesson where the kids teach me how to do something. And one of the kids they're like, I'm going to teach you how to do YouTube, Miss Sweeten. And she knew how to do it, and I was like, you're in third grade, that's amazing. I don't even know how to do that.
I
So
have to say, I do like YouTube. It's pretty good.
yeah, I love YouTube. Yeah, so many just great resources.
Well, it, you do. There's a lot of resources because you have Twitch, which is
Mhm.
mainly for the gamers, but
Yes.
they do have the podcasts on there,
Mm-hmm.
and YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
Facebook Live, TikTok.
So
I
many.
think Instagram is now, Instagram is starting to do videos now.
Yes. I just learned to do that probably like 3 months ago. And I was like, oh, okay. Because I think it's like for me, technology, sometimes I'm like, that looks hard. And then once you do it, you're like, oh, that was easy. So it'll probably be the same once I move on to the next platform and the next platform. I'm like, it's once you do it, you just have to get out there and do it.
Well, if you go on YouTube, or do you have your own YouTube channel yet, or
No,
you?
I don't even have that yet. I have not had a minute to try to do that yet, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Well, where can people find you and find your books?
Sure, they can go to my website at valeriesweeten.com. I'm also on Facebook at Valerie Sweeten Children's Book Author. Um, I'm on Instagram under V Sweeten. They can, even my personal Facebook, that anybody can DM me anytime. I offer free shipping for all my books always. So it's not a problem. And I will personalize them and send them out as soon as possible, and I also accept like Venmo and PayPal and Dell and all that good stuff. So I am a flexible person. And if they can't find me, social media, yeah, I am always announcing like what events I'm at. So if I'm going to a market, a holiday event or something, then I definitely share that out on all my platforms so people can see, where I am, and if they want to come visit and just connect. Like they can even reach out on Twitter or whatever. Just send me a message, however you like.
Well, that was actually going to be my next question. Are you
Yes.
going to be having any book signings in the near future, and where might those be?
Right now, the one I have this Saturday is at the Fort Bend Book Festival at the Fort Bend Library. It's a big book festival, and I'll actually be teaching a writing class for younger students. Just we're going to have a lot of fun, like exploring new worlds. And then in December, I'm slated to be at the John Cooper Author Signature Series. This is, I think, their 14th year where they feature local authors. And so we all get to have sell our books right there in their ballroom, and they have a featured best-selling author as at their luncheon. And this year it's Ellie Hildebrandt with her book Hotel Nantucket, I believe. But that's every year. It's a fantastic event, and I'll be signing up for more markets. I just been going through and through, just trying to stay abreast on everything as much as I can. But I'm definitely hitting all the holidays.
It can be quite, I guess, not nerve wracking, but an abundance. There we go.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
But everyone, this is another Author Talk short with Greg here and Valerie Sweeten, and she will be on December 2nd on the 12 Days of Page Turners.
Yes,
And we hope to see everyone there. And
yes.
until the next Author Talk short, which I believe will be Amy today at noon.